The boss of Labor's Victorian branch is set to resign after 3 years in the top job, opening the way for a factional battle over his replacement. State Secretary Sam Ray, who ran the party office during the successful 2018 state re-election campaign, is expected to tell Labor's administrative committee about his decision on Thursday night. Ray, who oversees the day-to-day operations of the party, will step down later in the year after a Steve Bracks-led review into the party's performance at the 2018 state election. It's understood Mr. Ray will take up a job in the private sector. Ray, who is the second senior party official to depart to the private sector this year after Assistant Secretary Stephen Donnelly quit in January. Victorian Labor Party media spokesman Cosmos Samaras declined to comment. Premier Daniel Andrews described Mr. Ray as a first-class state secretary and campaign director. "I thank him for his service and his leadership. The most recent election result should be a source of great pride for him and his team," he said. The party's branch president, Hutch Hussain, said Mr. Ray demonstrated integrity, passion and drive in the role. Ms. Hussain said his legacies included last year's state election result, reform of the party's grassroots campaigning system, and the development of a code of conduct to handle issues such as sexual assault. Being state secretary is a high-pressure and intense role, and I respect and understand Sam's desire to make a career move that will allow him to spend more time with his young family, she said. Ray ran the party's campaign at last year's state election, where the party won a landslide victory and significantly increased its majority in parliament. The election saw the blue ribbon Liberal seat of Hawthorne fall to Labour, while others including Brighton and Caulfield became marginal. He ran the party machine when it was being investigated by the police over the so-called red shirts rorts. In August last year, he criticized police for conducting completely unnecessary dawn raids on staffers' homes. Faction leaders from across the party will decide who is appointed in Mr. Ray's key position. They include Mr. Sumirek, former opposition leader Bill Shorten, deputy leader Richard Mills, and socialist left leader Matt Hilakari. MRA is aligned with the sub-factional grouping within the right faction, led by former federal Labor Senator Stephen Conroy. However, the Conroy-led group has seen its power within the party diminish in recent years as a grouping spearheaded by Victorian Minister Adem Samirek has taken hold of the right. The right controls the state's administrative committee, meaning it will have a greater say in Mr. Ray's replacement. Mr. Samirek is believed to be backing Claire Burns, who unsuccessfully ran in the Northcote by-election in 2017. Mr. Samaras would also enjoy wide support for the role. Other names put forward included Seb Zwaff, the federal party's assistant secretary, and Steve Michelson, another former staffer to Mr. Shorten.